In November of 2011, I had gone in for an annual exam to be told that I had a mass on my right ovary.
When I was 26 years old, I was diagnosed with stage 1 colon cancer.
So I was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, that's bone marrow cancer, and at the time it was so long ago they didn't have stages.
After putting it off for 8 years, at my first colonoscopy, I was diagnosed with colorectal cancer.
I was told at that time my cancer was inoperable, incurable, terminal.
I was diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer in February 2015.
I was in between my junior and senior year of college at the time, and I had been suffering from extreme stomach pain and other symptoms of severe anemia for a long time.
I had gone to see a oncologist to do surgery to be diagnosed with stage 3C ovarian cancer at 31 years old.
Instead of finding Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis like they expected, they found a cancerous tumor.
When I was diagnosed, this overwhelming sense of defeat came over me.
After the initial shock of the diagnosis wears off, you immediately switch into that survivor mode.
I was diagnosed in October of 2015 and began my treatments in November. Radiation, chemotherapy, surgery in February.
Being a single mom of a 3-year-old, a nurse for a profession, my life was turned upside down.
You don't know at that point whether you're going to live or die. You don't know necessarily how aggressive the cancer is.
In February of 2016, 4 years later, I'm reoccurring.
As much of a heartache it is to get it and to have to go through it because of people like the American Cancer Society, Providence of Portland, all my friends, all my family, I got through it and became a much better person because of it.
Shortly after, I had a surgery to remove it. My cancer had not been staged at that time, so they staged it, and I was very lucky it hadn't spread.
I had a good pathology report. Now I'm finishing treatment and expect to have my final surgery in July.
Because of my self-advocacy, the gift of excellent medical care, my wonderful support system, I'm here today in remission.
My hope for the future in the battle against cancer, long-term, would be a world without cancer, obviously. But short-term, I hope that people across the United States have access to care.
My hope is for the future is that we find a cure for cancer and no other families have to be burdened with this.
This year, I will celebrate 30 years as a cancer survivor. I can't thank you enough for all the efforts that you make, all the funds that you make, and your involvement with the American Cancer Society.
My hope for the future is those 3 little words, "You have cancer," won't be so scary.